The objective of the show really was to show two things. One, that actually anybody can trade if you get the right instruction and you're willing to work a little bit at it and you have the kind of right mindset.
Why on earth would you take an investing approach where you plug capital into a market to see a decline in your portfolio? Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, this is going to be an in-depth view into the private CYPRX community and some of the valuable information that we provide to the monthly subscribers and our student group. So we're going to start here with this post that I put out to you guys on X. Now, if you find this information educational, if you find this of value, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. This is going to be a very deep dive, giving you guys some insights as to what we here at CYPRX think individuals need to become successful in this market. This is going to be a real in-depth video breakdown, so take it serious, take notes, and really educate yourself. Look forward towards furthering your education as we head into 2024. If 2023 was not really a profitable year for you, then really take into consideration some of the things that I'm going to cover in today's video breakdown. We're going to start here where I said to you guys, achieving success in the markets and your personal life hinges on your unwavering commitment to sustained effort. Now, what is and what does that sustained effort really look like? I want to now take your attention towards a post that I feel like a lot of people really don't understand when I post about them, because I get a lot of DMs, I get a lot of comments of individuals asking, what are delta zones? What's the process and the approach that you would take towards trading these markets and whatnot? So I posted here just a little bit of a perspective inside our CYPRX community, a viewpoint of how accurate these delta levels are that we trade from here at CYPRX.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to show you the level of accuracy that we give to the private monthly subscribers via the delta zones. Now I'm going to use forex as an example, GBP USD trading pair, but we have access to any currency pair delta zones in the forex and crypto market that our monthly subscribers want access to. Here you can see a message from our institutional scalper. Okay, this was put out at Tuesday, 8:32 a.m. Timestamps are going to play an important role, so pay attention. Okay, here you can see the screenshot. Looking at the delta zone, I know it's hard to see, but it says the 126796 psychological level. Below that, it says the 126494 psychological level. Bearish targets, right? Again, sent at 8:32 a.m. this morning. Look at the time down at the bottom. It's now 11:27 p.m., same day, the 19th. So if we go over to the charts, GBP USD, December 19th, 8:32 a.m. This is where price action was at. Okay, so that's one analysis. The green circle is where we sent that out to the CYPRX community in advance. Now let's head over to my private analysis that the monthly subscribers also have access to. Here you can see the message. When was this sent? Again, timestamps matter. Tuesday, December 19th, 6:38 p.m. I said, hopefully we can see a pullback on GBP USD down into the 1268 or the 126500 for intraday bearish targets. Look at the timestamp. 6:38 p.m. Let's go over to GBP USD. Okay, 6:38 p.m. Green circle is roughly the time. Look down at the bottom of my charts where I sent that analysis out to the CYPRX community ahead of the curve, ahead of the drop in price. So we had one analysis sent at the top, halfway through the analysis sent in the middle, and here you can see the targets 1.26500 in advance mentioned to the community via the delta zones. Okay, I'm telling you guys, look at how accurate these are. So now if we scroll down to the bottom, giving them updates, okay, check this out. Here's the update, all right? Look at the targets. Boom, price drops straight into the delta zones.
Now, we give our private CYPRX community access to these delta levels on a multitude of different assets, both in commodities, forex, and the crypto markets. Anybody that wants access to these delta zones that comes into our private community can ask for any currency pair or any tradable asset class, and we can give them delta zones on this. But that's not the point. The point is to focus on the level of accuracy that these delta zones provide. but understanding the process of actually incorporating them into your trading regime, regardless if you're a dollar cost averager or an active day trader. Maybe you're just a dollar cost averager in crypto who's tired of buying tops and you're looking for a more accurate area to start to enter into price points of interest. Again, it's not financial advice. This is just what we provide to the community, and what the community does with this information is up to them and at their own disclosure and risk, right? But I want to give you a little bit more of an in-depth perspective on some documentation that we provide to the CYPRX community via our educational section. Okay, so this is just 2 documents that we're going to cover today, a little bit of an insight on our step-by-step process in the trader's journey that we think individuals should embark on to experience consistency and success in this market overall. So let's jump in. So we're going to start here with this document provided by one of the CYPRX mentors, Institutional Scalper, A Trader's Journey to Consistency. Now, obviously, of course, this document, any information on it is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. But the first step is understanding price action. This is what you really should focus in on from our personal perspective here at CYPRX. Price action amongst the professionals is considered to be nothing but a marking tool for the symbol or pair that you are trading. As a trader's journey begins, however, this is the basic education needed to progress. Almost every retail trader repeats the same mistakes as others in the past, which is finding a holy grail in price action patterns. And I'm sure that you in your personal trading journey can relate to this. There are thousands of different patterns that are being used by the banks via dark pools to not become predictable. Price action gives us a structure of price delivery, so it has its importance. If patterns are recognizable by traders repeatedly, then who else to profit from them other than institutions who invest millions and billions and trillions of dollars in algorithms?
Listen, I don't profess for 1 second that technical analysis is not important. It is important because it provides a very good head check to overlay onto fundamentals. So when you've got a fundamental predisposition where you've done all your work on a situation and you believe that something's going to go up massively in the next year, and then you check the technicals and it says you're going to be wrong for the next 2 months, then that goes on the watch list and you wait till it actually turns in your favor. Then you jump in and then all the planets are aligned. So you need to have, that kind of discipline to overlay technical analysis onto fundamental analysis. But then, people who use 100% technical analysis, when something breaks a trend or when something breaks a range, it's happening for fundamental reasons.
Once the price action structure is understood, it becomes easy to read the markets. If you don't understand price action, at the end of the day, what are you doing? Most likely downloading an application on your phone, Coinbase, Uphold, blah, 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 blah. You get the spiel. And you're plugging in capital randomly into this market, thinking that you're going to become profitable and consistent long term. I promise you, my friends, you're not. I don't care who talks to you, who tells you that it's the easiest thing to do, just dollar cost averaging, and long term you're going to have and find success. That's incorrect. You're going to find yourself at times buying tops, mentally distraught by the fact that you're seeing a decline in your overall portfolio. I highly suggest not doing that and actually taking a logical and strategic approach as to how you implement capital into this market, hopefully buying at bottoms and not at tops. Again, not financial advice. Step number 2 is fundamentals. Now, one of our mentors left out the fundamental section, so I went and I typed up a PDF kind of going in depth as to the fundamental perspective that you should take when coming into this market.
So you need to have, that kind of discipline to overlay technical analysis onto fundamental analysis. But then, people who use 100% technical analysis, when something breaks a trend or when something breaks a range, it's happening for fundamental reasons.
What constitutes fundamentals? Let's go over that real fast. Market fundamentals serve as an essential pillar or foundational factors influencing price fluctuations. This is where comprehending the underlying reasons behind price movements becomes crucial. Fundamentals encompass a wide range of elements, including some things like central bank dynamics, economic data analysis, consideration of geopolitical tensions, things like recognizing market correlations, understanding timing in the market and when these fundamentals come out in the form of time and price increments. So it's really just a very broad range of things. But given the interconnected nature of the market within the global economic system, real world factors play a direct role in impacting currency prices or equities or stocks or commodities or crypto or anything at that in the financial markets. Now, a prominent factor is monetary policy of central banks, which is something that we cover here a lot on the CYPRX platform. And I talk to you guys about via interest rates and things of that nature, coupled with government policies as well. Now, our responsibility as investors or as traders is to really comprehend the fundamental factors affecting these trading instruments that we are either investing or trading in. So, this process overall requires, obviously, of course, significant time, significant effort, and the study of the analysis of market data, investor behavior as well, political tensions, and a lot more. It's imperative to understand that these influencing factors objectively evaluate their significance in terms of market movements. Now, to comprehend the factors influencing these trading instruments, you need to analyze whether these factors contribute strength or weakness, right? Do they have a positive effect or a negative effect on whatever currency pair or asset class that you're trading? So the second thing towards a trader's journey is really understanding fundamentals. So we put that as step 2, just to give you a kind of broad overview. Step number 3, order flow basics. Okay. 99% of courses on the internet and mentors have no idea how to effectively teach or use order flow. It is mainly because institutions are not available to teach the masses and retail traders. Footprint and Domes have all passed their age of giving an edge to traders. The institutions have become aware that such tools are now available to retail traders. Volume profiles, time, price opportunities have lost their edge as well, and slowly but surely, as technology is moving forward, dark pools will take away what is left of these tools. So if you think some magic indicator is going to be your success to a massive trading career, you're most likely incorrect.
Super quick computers and advanced mathematic formulas have largely taken over trading on the financial markets from human beings. Algorithms, which seem to have a life of their own. Algorithms secretly lie waiting for the moment that your Apple share or your pension money gets on the market.
But that's what's being projected towards the mass media and towards the general retail crowd on YouTube and social media. Okay, download this indicator, buy this course, whatever the case may be, and you're going to experience massive amounts of trading success, right? I'm sure that you all have seen it. So when the basic order flow is mastered, then the journey begins towards a more realistic approach in trading. However, the journey still continues. Fact. Depth of market tools was invented by market makers to look at liquidity. Advanced order flow trading is step number 4 for us. This is the pinnacle of a trader's journey in educating about the market mechanics. Again, 99% of courses and mentors are fake or have limited knowledge about this dynamic. By having a deep connection in the professional space, one can learn such skills. They not only bring consistency, but a very deep understanding of the markets, i.e. why we have one of our institutional scalpers embedded into the CYPRX education process to give our community access to this type of information, right? Psychology, step number 5. Now, if someone thinks that psychology will bring consistency or profitability, then they're dead wrong. Psychology only comes into play when the whole entire process is mastered. If someone is using the wrong methods of trading and once in a while gets lucky to win, we here at CYPRX would call that gambling and not trading. In that case, psychology can't help that trader in wins or losses. It doesn't matter how positive and productive you think you are. If you're not trading in a positive and productive manner, then you're obviously, of course, going to experience losses. But so many people tell you that psychology is the root of all your problems, when in reality, it's most likely just because you're trading against the waves of the market. You're not trading in the direction of the higher time frame. You're not understanding how fundamentals that just came out positively or negatively impacted the currency pair or the asset class that you're trading, and you're trading against those fundamentals or the directional bias that those fundamentals create, right? So there's much more to that. So also, greed and fear. Greed and fear are the most commonly known phenomena in psychology. ego as well is a part of psychology. Why should you learn from someone better than yourself? If this comes into a trader's mind, then they are bound for a non-progressive journey. So if you're sitting here, you're listening to an individual like me, and you're like, I don't want to take into consideration what this guy's saying. I don't want to take into consideration learning more information about the market because I think I know it all. That's an egotistical perspective and most likely not going to create any longevity for you in this market. Any wise individual understands that there is no way to accumulate all the knowledge in the world, and there's always room for progress and more information. Let it be valuable information, obviously, of course. Being stubborn and not realizing what price is doing in the now. And then this is the last couple of comments from our institutional scalper, i.e. one of our mentors here at CYPRX. And I'll leave you guys with this. In order to cut the above journey short, a new trader should focus on institutional liquidity, i.e. the delta zones, to fall back on the video breakdown that I showed you guys at the beginning of this, how accurate these delta zones are. Learn and make strategies around the delta zones, which is what we intend to do here at CYPRX. Don't expect to make money straight away because that's not going to happen. That's not a reality. You're not going to become an overnight millionaire. If you were, it would have already happened to you. Stop wasting your money on prop accounts and going live in the market without demoing. Okay, demoing and having profitability on a demo account. There's a 99% chance if you're not profitable on a demo, then you won't be profitable on a prop firm or a live account, regardless if you trade crypto or if you're just a dollar cost averager. Again, how many individuals watching this right now are just dollar cost averagers, put capital into this market and then saw a decline in their portfolio? Why on earth would you take an investing approach where you plug capital into a market to see a decline in your portfolio? I get this all the time. So many people say, oh, well, I'm a dollar cost averager and I'm here for the long term. That's fine and dandy, but you in this market, and again, my personal opinion, should be coming into this space to see an increase, a rise in your capital via a long-term rising equity curve, right? If you went and plugged or gave your portfolio to an institution and they took a look at it, would they laugh at you or would they say, dang, you're a really good, educated, well-mannered trader or investor? The majority of individuals would get laughed at, would get shown the door and be told to leave. Now, again, from my personal opinion, that's not the trading approach or the investing approach that I have here at CYPRX or that any of the individuals involved in CYPRX have. What we want to see is an expansion in our capital. If you're plugging $1,000 into this market, even if it's for a long-term appreciation of that capital, you still, and again, my personal opinion, should want to see an appreciation of that capital in the short term. Why? Because that's your goal in this market, is to make money, not to plug capital into this market and lose value. It doesn't make any sense to me why people take that approach, but again, to each his own. Instead, focus on learning and moving forward as well, obviously, of course. And then finally, once demo stats indicate good numbers, it is then a good idea, obviously, of course, to each his own, not financial advice, once you're ready for this step, to try out a prop or a live account. But once you complete all of these phases, foundational knowledge and education and lack thereof is one of the number one reasons why so many individuals fail, because they don't want to take the step-by-step process to learn all these things. Yes, it's a lot. Regardless if you're an investor in crypto or a day trader in forex or crypto, you still have to go through a knowledge curve. If you think you're going to download an application like Uphold or Coinbase and just start plugging thousands of dollars into this market and be a long-term success story, you're dead wrong. You need a foundational approach to how you're going to educate yourself about these markets: order flow, inflow and outflow of risk assets, macroeconomic events that move price action, what's happening behind the scenes. You need to understand that and grasp these concepts. I cannot stress enough. Again, there's going to be individuals that listen to what it is that I'm saying, and I'm talking to you all. And then there's going to be individuals that don't, and you all, again, can just move on with your trading journey, and hopefully in 2-3 years from now, we'll see if you're still involved in these markets in a successful and profitable way. With that being said, as always, many blessings to you guys. I just wanted to show you all an in-depth perspective, just one of the many PDFs that we have in the CYPRX private community, just to kind of show you guys a little bit of our education here at CYPRX. We have a PDF section aside from our video content material of breaking down fundamentals, breaking down conditions in the market, breaking down delta zones, how to understand them, massive amounts of education in the CYPRX community. Okay, you guys can even see here, once people come into the community, if they want to educate themselves on what the delta zones are, how to use them and implement them into their trading, regardless if they're dollar cost averagers or day traders, we have sections for that as well. You all can always reach out to myself or any of the other CYPRX mentors if you do decide to join our private monthly subscription program. You guys can visit CYPRXtrading.com for access to that. We have about 130 slots left, and we'd love to have motivated, highly motivated individuals that are looking towards a progressive trading career as we head into 2024 on our team. As always, many blessings to you guys. Just try to give you guys a little bit of an insight into the CYPRX private community, delta zones, and access to multiple different currency pairs. As always, many blessings to you guys. Be cognizant, be aware out there. Really pay attention to who and what you're consuming on social media, because a lot of it is garbage and a lot of it are lies.
You'll get told by a lot of people that anyone can trade. You'll get emails all the time. Make $10,000 a month in the international forex markets. Yeah. The problem is that not everyone can do it, and a lot of it is lies.